Okay, guys, since we are looking at this project today, so it's good we understand some of this concept before we get started. Share navigation basically is the process of navigating and interacting with command line interface, a CLI on the shell. So basically, what is a shell? A shell is just a text-based interface that allows you to interact with the operating system. You cannot interact directly with the operating system. For you to do that, you need this text-based interface, which is called a shell. So basically, to start that, it starts with a prompt, which is represented. So a prompt is more like something that is waiting to accept input from you. So basically, you always see a dollar sign or the greater than sign. So it symbolizes that. All right, hello guys, welcome to the Shell Navigation project. Okay, so welcome to the Shell Navigation project, and take note, welcome to this channel, and we do code explanation here. Apart from showing you what the solution is, we also take the pain of explaining why we did what we did. So I'll advise that you pay rapt attention. All right, just that you pay rapt attention as this training is going on. So first, I will advise you look through all of these resources. Okay, then get familiar with PWD, which is pre-working directory, list files and directory, ls, change directory cd, less. All right, then touch, copy, cp, move files, remove, make directory, and remove directory. So these are basic Linux command which you should familiarize yourself with. Okay, then how to navigate in an Unix system, how to list files and directory, how to display the content of a file, how to create a file directory, how to remove a file. So these are just basic Linux commands. So we move directly. Okay, before we go to the business of the day, let me show you this. Which command should you use to create an empty file? Touch, deleting a directory, that's arrow mdir arrow. Then command you use to copy a file, cp. Which command you use to create a directory? mkdir arrow. Which command you use to list all files of your current directory? ls. Command to delete a file, that's question 5, rom. 6, which command you use to display the current part of your current directory? pwd, print working directory. And which command you use to change directory? That's cd. And which command should you use to display the content of file? Less. And okay, then which command should you use to remove or move a file? That is mv. Okay, so basically that is what you have for the quiz. Just go through it as we proceed. So we are set to move into the business of the day. All right, so here we move down here, create me, access your sandbox and change your working directory to cd root, then create an empty file named so cool. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing right away. So before then, let me split my screen and restore it down. So I've done that. I've gotten a sandbox. I'm using web 10, by the way. So the first thing, I will just have to be sure that I'm in the root directory by doing cd. I'll do cd /root. All right, I'm sure I'm in the root directory. So what do I need to do? They want me to change your working directory to root. That is what I have just done. All right, then create an empty file called so cool. So by the way, to create an empty file, let me bring out my pen. I thought I did that before now. So to do that, we use touch so cool. So that is exactly what we are going to do now. So I'll do touch and so cool to create the empty file. So after doing that, I'm going to hit enter. Alright, so if I list, you see so cool is one of the files here that has been created. Let me just clear here. But if I cut to display the content of that file, then you discover if I cut so cool, because I have created the file, and if I cut it, it's supposed to be an empty file. You discover that nothing is displayed because so cool is what? It's an empty file, so nothing is inside. So basically, I'll come check and so that is correct. That is correct basically. So we have done that. So move to the next one. More of me. Access your sandbox and change your working directory to root. Then copy the file school to /tmp. So that is what we are going to do. So to do that, say change your working directory to root to /root. So to change working directory, we use cd then /root. So that is what you're going to do right away. So cd /root. I hit enter. Alright, we've done the first one. Then copy the file school to /tmp. So how do we copy a file? How do we copy a file? To copy a file, you use the command cp. So we are using cp, which stands for copy, and we are copying what? We are copying school. So copy the file school. So we copy school to what? To /tmp. So this is the command we need. cp stands for copy. Sorry, school. Then we are copying the file school. This we are copying into /tmp. So that's what we are going to do right about now. So I'll just come here and do cp. This stands for copy, then school. Copy the file school to /tmp. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to hit enter. Alright, so I believe that has been done correctly. Alright, that has been done correctly. We are copying the file school to /tmp. Just to be sure that we okay. Alright. TMP might not be here, but I believe that we've done what we are asked to do, so I can just go on and check. Let's run this test. First, let me clear here. Alright, so let me check. Let's check together. Are you ready? So we are running the test. Let's check if we did the right thing. So it's running. Alright, it's all checked and it's correct. It's correct. So we move. I'll just close this and we move to the next one. To old, access your sandbox, change the working directory to root. So we'll do that. cd, remember the command to change the working directory, cd. Then we use change to what? /root. I'll just do /root, I'll hit enter. Then rename the file old school to new school in the same directory. So rename the file old school to old school. So there's a command. What command do we use to rename? To rename a file So to rename a file, we use the command mv. Remember, mv is the command you use to, it's more like a dual command. You use it to rename a file as well as move a file. I don't know if you get it. Use it to rename a file as well as move a file. So if I want to rename a file, I can use the mv command as well as moving a file from from one directory to the other. I don't know if you understand that. So you use the command mv works perfectly for both. So what we are doing here, we are using the mv command. So that is what we are going to do. So I'll come back to my sandbox and I do mv. Alright, so what are we moving? Renaming. We are renaming the file old school to new school. So I'll copy this file, copy. So mv, I'll paste the file name, the old one. Then we are renaming it as new school. New school. So I'll copy this and I'll paste. So mv old school, new school. So if I hit enter right now, old school was supposed to be in our root directory, but if I list now, you see that we now have what? New school. We now have new school. As you can see, there is no old school anywhere here again. So that is that. Have we done that? We are just going to check. We'll start a new test to check our code. So I like to run. All right, just a few time and the check will be complete. All right, so it has been checked correctly. And that is actually correct. So what we are going to do right away is to move to the next task. So we're going to move to the next task. As I close this, I'll close this and we move to the next one. Not here. Access your sandbox, change the working directory to root. So of course you remember we have done that a couple of times. We use cd root. Okay, so I hit enter, and what we are expected to do here is to move the file, not here, to, we are moving this file, not here, to /tmp/write school. So if I list now, you discover that there is a file called not here. I don't know if you get, there's a file called not here. So they want us to move this file into another directory. So that is what we are going to do. After moving it, you discover that that file will no longer be there. So what I'll do now, I'll use the mv command, which stands for move. Mv, move. So what are we moving? We are moving the file. I'll pick it from here. I'm moving the file, not here. And where are we moving it to? To here. So I'm going to pick these two exactly the way it is. So I'll pick this, I'll come here and I paste it in. So after doing that, move that to that. After doing that, I'm going to hit enter. So you see that if I list again, not here, it's no longer here. I showed you earlier that not here was a file inside here, but the way it is now, that file is no longer here. So we have moved it successfully to another directory, which is not here. We'll move it to another place. So let me clear here. So after doing that, yes, we check our code. So check run the checks to see if we got it right. All right, as it runs, I'm going to just restore down. But let's just wait a little. It's going to check now. I believe it's taking too much time. Okay, let me just restore it down, but be rest assured it's 100% correct. So let me just restore it down. I don't know, maybe network is terrible, but we are coming to that. We allow the checker run. So we move to the next one. Change the working directory to /root. So again, we come back. Remember how to do that. To change the working directory to the root directory. Matter of doing cd. Okay, by the way, the network is terrible. Okay, so what we are going to do, right? We are here now, so change the working directory to /root and task 4. So cd /root, enter. So after doing that, then they said then delete the file ready to be removed. Before then, if we list files and directory, you see there is a file called ready to be removed. So it's here, it's a file here. But they want us to delete that file. So what do we do? How do we delete a file? So to delete a file, we use the command --m and the file name. So what is the file name here? Ready to be removed. So that is what you type, ready to be removed. So that is how you delete a file. You use the command --m and you type in the file name. So let's do that. So I do --m. Let me just increase this a bit. Okay, I do --m and the file which I want to delete. So this is the file ready to be removed, and I put it here. --m ready to be removed. If I hit enter, I showed you the file earlier, right? But if I list again now, you discover that that file is gone and gone for good. We have deleted the file ready to be removed. So done with that. Let's check our code. Just hit start a new test. The tests are running. Let's give it a little time to complete. All right, so the checks are correct. So I'll just close this. Please, if you are confused, replay this video so that you get everything we are talking about, right? So we move to the next one. Organization is key. Access your sandbox and change your working directory to root. So I believe that is more of regular now. You should know that at least you use cd to change directory. So cd /root. All right, haven't done that. What do they want us to do next? Then create a directory called School is Amazing. How do we create a directory? To create a directory, we use the command mkdir. It stands for make directory. After that, then the name of the directory which we want to use. So in this case, they want us to name our directory school _ is amazing. So this is the name of the new directory, which they want us to do. So we're going to put that in. It's our webtem. So just do mkdir, mkdir, then the name of the directory which we are creating. So I'll pick this. mkdir stands for make directory, by the way. So paste this in, and if I hit enter, guys, we've created the directory. And if I list, discover that school is amazing. Yes, it's here. School is amazing. It's a new directory which we have created. So what are we supposed to do next? The next thing, of course, is to check. Oh, let me clear here. To check. So I just run these checks to see what we have. All right. It's running, just a little patience, and we'll get it done with. All right, checks complete. All right, it's correct. So I'll close this, and we have that done already. So we move to the next one. No need. Access your sandbox, change your working directory to root. So I'll just come here and do cd root, cd/root, and hit enter. We're done with that. Then remove the directory, empty directory. So before I tell you the task, let's see. We have a directory called empty directory. You see that? They want us to remove it. So how do we remove that? Let me clear here. How do we remove a directory? So to remove a directory, we're going to use the command -m. -m. Since it's not a file, we remove it recursively. -r. All right. Can use that to remove a directory. But before then, let me try something. I haven't used this command for some time. Before I do the regular, let me try -mdir. All right. So let's try that. So rmdir, then the name of the directory. So let me pick this. All right. So let's ls. Okay, it actually worked. So guys, there are two ways to do this, right? From what you have seen, you can use rmdir to do that. Remove directory. rmdir stands for remove directory, and after that, then the name of the directory you want to remove. Then you can also use the command rm -r. That means you are removing recursively, so that will also help you remove that. So that is it. So having done that, we are going to come back and check the codes. So I'll start a new test. Let's see what we have. All right, checks correctly. All right, so this is it, guys. By the way, there was a check we were running before 9, I think the third one. So you see, it was checking, and now it's done checking, and it's correct. So this is it, guys. If you are confused in any way, please drop your question in the comment section to this video, and you get help. So let's keep pushing in our journey to becoming software developers. All right, a lot to learn ahead, but I advise you to take it one step at a time. Like, subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.